So I just saw that CBS News, they had recently shown footage of an overwhelmed hospital. It looked like it was overflowing with all these coronavirus patients. And it was a report about how desperate the situation was getting in New York City. But there was a problem. The footage that they showed wasn't from New York City, it was from a hospital in Italy. And it was this oversight that they said. I was recently interviewed by a major newspaper about my work with this famous former client of mine who is someone that I worked with many years ago before she was even famous. And the newspaper said, "Oh, we want to do this piece on you, Light, to help people learn how to meditate." And I told him up front, I said, that's awesome, but I don't want the focus of this article to be about this famous person, which is what most of the newspapers were doing. And they reassured me, "Oh no, this is purely to help people. We may mention it as an aside, but this is an article about meditation." And even though I was a little skeptical, I said, "Okay, fine. Let's help the people learn how to meditate." Anyway, we did the interview and I kept the focus fully on meditation. And then they sent me a proof of the article. And the headline read, "Such and such's life guru has tips for meditation." I said, "Life guru? I'm not anybody's life guru. I haven't even talked to this person in years." And I shit you not, it literally took about 10 back and forth emails to get these clowns to change their innocent little oversight of a headline and make it more accurate. And I'm not even a celebrity. So I can only imagine what kind of nonsense a big celebrity would have to go through to keep the media from fabricating angles and insinuating drama that isn't even there. Basically, most headlines you see in the news these days, in my direct experience, are clickbait, as I've said before. They're meant to lure us into tuning into their channel. That's their job. They literally get paid to think of ways to bend the truth enough to make us click. And especially now because the mainstream news is competing with tabloids and bloggers and people on Twitter. So pretty much everybody, maybe with the exception of TMZ, they're all using the same information to spin different angles. It's like when you cook a big meal on Monday and then you spend the rest of the week eating leftovers. Part of it is a sandwich and part of it is a soup and part of it you put it in your pasta, right? But it's the same thing you cooked on Monday. And that's what the news does. Most of what they report is leftover from the last new bit of information. Okay? So let's use a little Italy footage in this New York sandwich. It's ridiculous. And that's why if you look closely, the conclusions are almost always inconclusive. So all that to say, it may be a good idea to at least scale back on watching the news, right? It never makes you feel better. It rarely makes you optimistic about anything. And feeling sad and worried all the time, which is what tends to happen after you watch the news, it weakens your immune system. Their job is to sensationalize things that aren't always inherently sensational, just to get us to tune in. So their lights can stay on, so their bills can be paid. Because that's how they sell advertising, right? Again, this isn't the case 100% of the time, and I know I have to say that because some people take things that they see on Instagram so literally, but a lot of the time, probably even most of the time, what you hear and see and read in the news is not meant to keep you inspired or help you create productive solutions or feel optimistic in any way. And as long as we understand that going in, sure, watch the news, but maintain a more balanced point of view and use what you see to piece together your own report based on your own state of awareness and your own direct experiences. And maybe that's what should have been happening the whole time. If you have anything more to add, please leave a comment. And otherwise, if this message hits home with you, feel free to share it with your followers. And we'll see you guys on the morrow. Thank you for watching. I add new videos daily, so make sure you click to subscribe so you don't miss out. And if you want to see the next insight, just click on over to the right. You can also follow me on Instagram at LightWatkins, and I look forward to seeing you next time.